What's up, family? How you doing? Hey, so I know it's been a while since I did any videos, anything like that. And it's interesting too, man, because I had a conversation with a good friend of mine, and you know, he was asking me. He was like, "Yeah, I noticed you hadn't been doing any videos. Like, what's going on with that?" And I told him, you know what I'm saying? Like, after my last video, I followed my own advice. You know what I'm saying? What's the use in trying to teach people stuff, trying to show you shit? I mean, I know you can't tell God anything. I know you can't show God anything either because he's seen everything, right? So, it got to a point where it was like, why go out of my way trying to combat the reality that you've accepted for yourself? Why should I do that? That don't make no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, your perspective is your perspective, and who am I to get in the way of that? My philosophy is truth unto me. It ain't got nothing to do with what you believe or how you feel, right? And so, I'm going to tell you about the night, because I can't tell you anything. I can't show you anything. I can't teach you anything. All I can do is share, right? So, I'm going to tell you about the night that I became Magick. And it was about Saturday, that full moon in Virgo, Pisces season. Oh yeah, that shit was love. And so I'm gonna get into that, and I'm gonna just share with you a couple gems, couple stories. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fear, nothing like that. I was a lot hotter before I did this video, but I'm gonna keep it smooth. But just know, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna curse, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? It's God talk. So if you feel some type of way, man, cut this shit off. The fuck is you doing? Stop wasting your time. So with that being said, man, let's get into it. So Saturday night, my daughter goes with my mom, and I ate the shrooms that I'd be dying to take. I hadn't felt like it. I ate the shrooms, the 2 tabs. I knew I was gonna take the tabs for my birthday, you know what I'm saying, later on this month. But the shrooms, I didn't know. And sure enough, opportunity presented itself. I didn't even know it was a full moon. I didn't know anything about the stars that night. I just knew that this was gonna be the time to do it. And so, before I took my shrooms, I saged the whole place. I sat down, put some meditation music on, you know what I'm saying? And I set my intentions. I'm like, what do I want to do this time? Because I've had so many trips where I played the game and did all kind of shit, man. I can't do that no more. So I was like, well, let me set my intentions then. What do I want to do? And another reason why I haven't been making videos is because I've been trying to figure shit out. I've been on my own mystical journey, you know what I'm saying? Trying to discover me, trying to gain knowledge of self, leaving no stone unturned. And so at this point, I didn't learn all about star seeds. I didn't learn all about reincarnation. I didn't learn all about creation itself and how, the Bible, the God in the Bible ain't even really, that ain't the most high. That nigga's high. You know what I'm saying? It's an angel of some sort, but it ain't God. That's not how it works. He works like a boss would work in a corporation. You know what it's called? Delegation. So once I make this shit and I make you, the rest of this shit's on you. You make it. You see fit how you see fit. You know what I'm saying? You guys too. Guys make guys, cats make cats, dogs make dogs, man makes man. You know what I'm saying? And so I did some research, right? Because whole time I've been studying numerology. I've been studying astrology. And I got to a point where it was like, okay, like, how old is my soul? Where do I come from? Why am I here? What am I doing? Because this shit sucks, for the most part, right? And so I decided that this was the night that I needed to know. Because, after getting into enough occult information, I realized that I'm not just calling myself what I call myself for no reason, right? So what's to it? What's going on? Why do I resonate with these stories, with these myths? Why am I so attracted to the occult? Why am I trying to study alchemy so that I could become it? Why am I trying to do this? And through my star study research, I found out I've had at least 5 incarnations on star systems other than this one. I've been a Lyran 3 times. That's how I started out. And then I was an Octurian, and then I was a Palladian, and then I was a Syrian. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Then I look into my numerology, and I'm like, well, let me figure out what my karmatic debt is. Maybe that'll give me some inclination on what I have. I find out I don't have any karmatic debt. I don't have any. Not only do I not have any, my daughter doesn't have any either. And everybody else that I've done a chart on, they have karmatic debt. So what's going on? And you get into Buddhism, you learn about Bodhisattvas and ascended masters and how they reincarnate, you know. And so then it hit me. I was like, these legends, you know, that we speak of, they don't die, but they are reborn. They're retold. This is why we watch the same fucking movie over and over. We play the same game over and over. My dad told me a long time ago that nothing's new under the sun. And this shit just repeats in cycles, in new cycles, in new cycles. It's a spiral. And it goes up, and it's the same thing, just a little different. Same thing, just a little different. So, where do I come from? Who am I really? I decided that I was going to figure that out. And so, I take my shrooms, and this little beautiful stone right here calls to me. That's called selenite, or celestite. Celestite, that's what it's called. And this stone right here, I've had this for a long time. I got this from my pyramid scheme days. I was in a pyramid scheme once. And, you know, although people will say it's not a pyramid scheme, I ain't gonna throw no shade on them. You know what I'm saying? But it's a pyramid scheme just like everything else. And it works. It's just that in order to make that shit work, you gotta forego everything else. You gotta forego whatever dream you thought you had to achieve this. And I wasn't with it. So my meditation starts, right? And thanks to books like this right here, you should get this. This is called Alchemically Stone. It's by P.D. Newman, right? This shit will break down the science of psychedelics and how LSD and more prominently psilocybin mushrooms, these things are what they call, I think they're called like entheogens or something like that. But basically, it's plant medicine. You know, they grow like that. And it's made to stretch and extend and subdue the conscious mind so that you could tap in to the subconscious mind, right? And so while I've been on this journey, I've been studying magic, I've been studying alchemy, I've been studying the occult, I've been studying the esoteric, I've been studying Islam, I've been studying Christianity, I've been studying Nuwapu, I've been studying all this stupid shit, trying to figure this stuff out. And it was just kind of like, at this point, I need to know. So I set my tones. I set my subliminals. I lit my sage. I got my weed. And then my shrooms kick. And I go into my meditation. I'm holding these 2 stones. And I'm holding this deck of cards that I just opened. And I lie to you not, bro. This shit started talking to me. And it wasn't like voices or anything like that, but just thoughts on top of thoughts on top of thoughts. And energy was pouring out of these things. Love. I just felt it. Like, yeah, we chose you. You know what I'm saying? I read in a book somewhere that like, yo, you know, if you want to work with crystals, first thing you got to understand is that, you know what I'm saying, the crystal becomes your master. You don't master the crystal. And even though it's a master, it just means that it chooses you. It's a tool. You don't let it use you. You use it, right? And so that's when it hits me. That's when everything hits me. You are who you said you was. Zeus Alchemy. Where have you been? You know where you've been. You found out already. But guess what you've always been? What you are right now. You've always been this, and you're always going to be this. And guess what? Not only are you always going to be this, but because you've been everything and you've done everything, now all you got to do is just be. All you got to do is just be. And this table's going to come for you. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, what? Whoa. And I lie to you not, man, I felt reborn that night. It felt like my fucking birthday. And you know what these things say? All of this shit's talking to you. You know what it says to me? It says, not only is today your birthday, but from now on, every day is your birthday. This ain't just your moment. Every moment's your moment from this point on. I was like, yo, that's so cool that I just get to be. I don't have to rap. I don't have to work. I don't have to do none of that shit no more. I just get to be. And contrary to what you guys think about this pandemic, whatever you want to call it, yo, that shit's not what they tell you. I've been telling people that shit is energetic. It's energetic. It's energetic. It's a spell. And the more you believe it, the more it's true. I ain't caught it yet. My family that's close to me, that's in my cipher, my daughter, my girl, they ain't caught that shit. My dad caught it. Went down there, got some food from him, everything, had a whole conversation. Nigga, I'm good. You know why? Because my magic's strong. You know why my magic's strong? Because I am magic, nigga. I'm magic. I'm psychic. I'm alchemy. I'm love. I'm light. I'm wisdom. I'm understanding. I'm everything that I set out to be. Because that's what magic is. Intention plus action equals magic. And so I bring this to you because you need to figure yourself out. What's your magic? And this is how we really break it down, right? When I chose that name, when I chose my name, Zeus Alchemy, I chose that name because I didn't want to be what everything here said I had to be. I wanted to be God. I want to be a nigga. I want to be a king. I don't want to be no hero. I want to be God. I want to create. That's what I'm here for. Period. I'm not here for this mortal shit. I'm not here for no family. I'm not here to pay no fucking bills and taxes and shit like this. Nah, I'm here for some godly shit. And so now that I'm here, I remember myself by what I left behind. That's how legacy works. That's how magic works. So when you die this life, whatever fruit that you leave here, when you get into the next life and you start resonating with all kind of people and all kind of things, nigga, that's you. That's you. See, I learned that I'm already clear cognizant. I know everything. So when I read these books, the books that attract to me, I'm not learning anything new. My spell is when I read, I remember everything after death. So it don't matter what I read. I'm not learning anything new. I'm remembering what I fucking forgot. And all this shit's mine. And I want it. This is the difference between when somebody is in their divinity and when they're not. Well, see, because now I don't gotta be nice no more. Nice for what? I've been kind. All I do is pour. All I do is share. Love, light, I give gems, I give books, all kind of shit. You know what people share with me? They bullshit, they trials, they tribulations, they drama, they problems. I've solved all of mine. I don't have no problems no more. And every problem that I ever had, I never solved it. It solved itself. So what are you worrying for? And so by studying my astrology, by studying my numerology, by looking any and everywhere to figure this shit the fuck out, I know where I come from. I'm old as this shit right here. You know why they don't know where this shit came from? You know why they don't know who made it? You know, my spirit told me, nigga, I made it. You ain't gotta believe me. When you God, you ain't gotta prove shit to nobody. You don't. When you're loved, you don't gotta prove that you love somebody. You are. You just am. I am. And so you are magic. But you need to figure out how your magic works. And how your magic works is how you learn. Do you learn better when you see something? Do you learn better when you hear it? Do you learn better when you do it? Okay, bet. Well, once you figure out how you learn, whatever your vice is, you drink, you smoke, you take tabs, you do psychedelics, tap into that. That is going to open you up. And when it opens you up, it shuts down your governor. It shuts down your conscious mind. And now once your mind is shut down and your subconscious mind is more open, you can put whatever the fuck you want into it. Get you some subliminals. Find somebody you trust. Get you some meditation music. Hold some stones that you want to embody. You open yourself up. You can put